Hello, and welcome back to the second part of my series talking about my fictional world that I'm making known as Serinosis. Just as I promised last time, this video is going to be about my world's magic system. So, the first thing you need to learn about magic is that there are two different kinds of magic, known as natural magic and runic magic. I'll explain their names in a second. So let's start off with natural magic. And all of this is going to be from the perspective of humans, the most prevalent species in my world. Later on, I'll go more into depth about my magic system and the different races within it. So, first off is natural magic. Here is a guy, and one of the most important things you need to learn about natural magic is that, and magic in general, is that it has to do with the soul. And the soul in my universe is right here, near the top center of the chest. And natural magic, it basically lets you control one or all seven of the elements: water, earth, fire, air, nature, shadow, and or light. So, as I said before, you can just control one. Like if you had fire magic, for example, with natural magic, you could just shoot it right out of your hand. Or with nature magic, you could have plants grow around you and use them to smash people or something. I don't know. Or you could have all seven and be able to do both of these. But as I said just a second ago, the soul is very important to natural magic. So here is the soul according to my world. Here's what the soul looks like. And the soul is split up into two different parts that are both very important. It's split up into mana, which is basically the rawest form of magic and energy in my world. It is like the purest, rawest... It's like the most primal, powerful form of magic possible, and it's part of what makes a soul. The other half of a soul is known as the spirit. This is basically your emotions. Like, if you're really angry today, then that's because of your spirit. If you're really happy, it has to do with your spirit. And if you feel one emotion for far too long, like thousands of years or something, you get, your spirit basically gets, corrupted. But that's a topic for a different day. But basically, these are the two most important parts and why natural magic exists in the first place. Natural magic relies on mana, which you use up naturally and gain naturally through the surroundings, as mana basically exists everywhere. It's like in the air, there's oxygen and hydrogen, and there's just some mana floating around too. So normally, for a normal person, mana gets cycled through the body. You get it through food, and you get it through breathing, and then you cycle it out through defecation. But people with especially powerful souls have more amounts of mana, and they can use that extra mana in their system to do magic. If it's just slightly bigger than average, they get one of the 7 elements. Which one they get depends on what their parents had and their spirit. Or if it's really big, they get all 7. And then there's the spirit. Now, you can have as much mana as you want. Without your spirit, there's going to be no magic, because your emotion is a vital part of natural magic. Emotion is very important in my world's magic system. Physical, mental, and emotional health all need to be perfectly in balance to get the best results out of magic. Of course, you don't need to be completely sane in the head, perfectly fit, or, not be sad or anything. You can still cast magic like that, it just won't be at its peak performance. Now, long story short, natural magic is basically like bending from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and yeah, that's basically natural magic. Now let's go to runic magic. By the way, natural magic's called that because you naturally have it at birth. Runic magic you get because you need runes to do it. But runic magic is very often used by those that don't have natural magic, but still want to do magic anyways. And you might be saying, oh, wouldn't that be everyone? Wouldn't everyone want magic? Yeah, but it's a lot of effort. We'll go into that in the future. But anyway, for it to work, you mainly need a wand or a staff, though specific magical items may be enchanted to let you do 1 or 2 specific spells. And these are what's known as runes. These are the runes for the 7 elements, like I showed before: water, water, earth, earth, fire, fire, so on, so on. But there are also other runes for things other than just the essential elements, such as the Arrow of Light or Thunder. Those are 2 other runes that let you shoot out light in front of you, or let you shoot out a weakened form of lightning. And here I just made a little drawing of what it basically looks like when using natural magic, or runic magic, I mean. So yeah, that's basically what it looks like. You draw it in the air, and then you touch it, and then it becomes the element. Because he drew the fire rune. So he ended up getting a little fireball. And now, one more thing I wanted to mention. This more so has to do with natural magic, but these are the 5 races of my world, or species. There are the humans, the Tazu, and a few others that I haven't gone into much detail about. As you can see, it's kind of a spectrum. So these guys are pretty strong, but don't have as much magic. That doesn't mean none of them have magic. There's like 1 or 2 of them, and a handful of people with magic with those people, but it's not as common as with humans. And then these guys, every single one of them has magic, and most of them have magic, but they are both physically weaker than humans. Humans are the dominant species, mostly because they have the perfect balance of strong and magic. But that is about it. That is basically how my magic system works. I could go more in depth, but I'll save that for a future video. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully soon I'll have a 3rd video up. Don't know what that's going to be about yet, but hopefully whatever it is, it's good. So please like and stuff. It's been nice having you here. Bye.